Hi Leo, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot reader. This is for you guys, for Leo, from the 22nd of May to the 10th of June. And it's a general reading for all Leos. That means it's not specifically for love or specifically for career. But it's going to look at the overall energies for you guys for these next couple of weeks. I am going to put out another set of videos this week that's going to cover specifically love in June for you guys, Leo. It's going to be looking at, there'll be a video for couples, for singles or people dating, and for super singles. That's going to go out some point this week before Friday. Okay, so just if you've not already, just subscribe to the channel so you can subscribe to Key Wisdom so you can get updates on all the new videos that I'm going to be posting. Okay, Leo, so this, guys, is for you for the 22nd of May to the 10th of June. Okay, and the first card that we've got is the Death card. The second card that we've got is the Knight of Cups, and the third card that we've got is the Page of Cups, and it wants another one, and I'm going to have to pull that, is the Emperor. So let's just move these down here so you can see them all. You get a good look. I always like to see the cards. Fabulous. Okay, when I see the Death card, I always... Oh, there's another one. Sorry, there's another one wants to come out. Okay, I'll put that here. Okay, sorry, there's another one that wants to come out as well. Right, two more have just fallen out. I'll just put these like this, just so they're not distracting us for now, and we'll look at them in a second. Okay, when I see the Death card, I love the Death card because this card is about new beginnings. This card is about complete transformations. The Death card is all about our complete change in perspective on something. We've believed something for so long. We've always believed that the sky is blue. It's blue, of course it's blue. And then one day we wake up and we realise, oh my gosh, that is not blue, that is gold. And your whole life is changed. Everything that you've ever believed about yourself, about the world, about the universe is different, and it's beautiful. That's what the Death card's like. People see the Death card and they get scared because they think, oh my gosh, something's ending. It's about a beginning. It's about a new beginning. It's about a complete fresh start. And the energy around this is absolutely light as anything. You know, it's the lightest energy, the Death card, and it doesn't sound like it would be, but it is. It's such a light energy, and you know, it's relating to our third eye chakra, the one that's between our eyebrows, and the one above that, our crown chakra, the Death card. It's about completely shifting our perspective on something, or who we think we are, who we think this person is, or this job is, or this relationship is, what we think about this. It's completely changed. You know, it's completely changed. And looking at the other cards, it's beautiful to see why. You know, look at these two cards here. We've got two people going towards each other, holding out their cups. We've got the Knight of Cups and we've got the Page of Cups. Cups are all about messages, messengers, and knights are all about going toward the action, offering something. It could be that you're offering an apology and they're offering their heart to you. You know, what could have been happening with this Death, and we will clarify that card, or maybe these clarify the Death card. What could have been happening, what has been happening is, hang on a minute, there's a lot coming through actually for you guys. It's been very combative. There's been a lot of drama going on. There's been a lot of conflict. There's been a lot of shit being flung. There's been a lot of hate being flung. There's been a lot of messages. There's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of gossip. There's been a lot of all sorts of people around you and around them, saying stuff to them, saying stuff to you, and spying on this person and spying on that person and gossiping about this person. Gossiping. That is over. Something's happened that's made you it's made you completely see the situation completely differently, to the point where someone that you have been literally wanting to strangle, and someone who's been wanting to strangle you, Whether this is a love relationship, it seems like it could be, but it doesn't have to be. It could be family. You've been at each other's throats, literally, and there's been so much going on, and suddenly the bullshit is cut, and you see clearly, and you're like, what have we been arguing for? What have I been arguing for? Why have I been angry? This is ridiculous. I'm sorry. I love you. And the other person's doing the same. The other person's coming to you and offering the same. Now we have the Empress card. So for some people, this could be your baby mother, or you know, an ex-partner that you share children with. You know, the Empress is all about fertility, nurturing, growth, motherhood. It is about wisdom as well. It's about compassion. It's about generosity. There could have been, you could have been, for you in your life, it could represent a specific person. It could represent your mother, for example, or it could represent the mother of your child, or it could represent you, and you could be pregnant. It could have been a pregnancy that was, you know, maybe not planned, and it caused a lot of disruption. It might have been you met somebody and you fell pregnant, or you met somebody and they fell pregnant, and it caused a huge amount of screaming and shouting and, you know, mudslinging on all sides, everyone around you. Everyone's getting involved, and suddenly the two of you realise that's ridiculous, we love each other, or I'm sorry, maybe you don't love each other, but whatever, I'm sorry, you know, let's move forward, let's grow this. Let's look at this death card. These cards came out, and usually there we go, look at these cards. So we've definitely had conflicts, because we've got the Five of Wands here. So some of us have definitely had conflict, and lots of other people have been around, you know, and lots of other people have been saying stuff. A lot of us have had this, a lot of us have had that, okay? We've also got the Two of Pentacles. So this is uneasiness. It's not being able to make a decision. It's not being clear. It's having choices, having two options, whether to stay in this relationship or to walk away from this relationship, whether to choose this partner or the other partner, whether to do this job or do the other job, or whether to stay in this position or to leave, whatever. There's been things that you're weighing up, and the emotions, look at the water at the background, I always notice this, and the feet off the ground. You know, it hasn't been grounded. It has not been grounded. You have not felt grounded. You have felt indecisive. You have felt, pardon my French, pissed off. You have felt upset at times. You felt angry at times. You felt confident at times. You felt sure at times. You felt unsure at times. And this has been ongoing. This isn't something that's just happened this week or in May. This has been ongoing, maybe since the beginning of the year. You know, January, February, March, April. This has been something that's been going on. And it's been something that has been absolutely draining and emotional and really confronting for you. And so look at this card as well. And I'm going to clarify this again. I'm using this to clarify the death card, because it really wanted to come out at first. And this is the Eight of Swords. This is not a pleasant energy to experience, the Eight of Swords. You know, this is where we cut off the connection, really, between our heart chakra and the chakras above the heart chakra and those below it. You know, our heart chakra is obviously about love, compassion, how we give out love, how we feel us allowing ourselves to feel loved, and us allowing ourselves to give out love. Well, we cut that off, and we cut that connection between that and ourselves, between the lower chakras, you know, our root chakra, our solar plexus, our sacral chakras, which are all about us, all about our place in the world, our self-esteem, our experiences in the world, how they affect us, how our experiences make us show up. We have lost compassion for ourselves because of this situation, because of this conflict, because of this indecision, because of this shouting, and people have been involved. It ain't just been you and this person. It hasn't just been you and your mum, or you and your brother, or you and your partner, or you and your baby mother. It's not just been you two. It's been all these other people around you. And what's happened is you have been stuck. You have been the one who suffered, because you're the one who's been treating yourself not kindly. You're the one who's been beating yourself up about it. You're the one who's been not eating. You're the one who's been not sleeping. You're the one who's been isolating yourself from people. You're the one who's been not being honest about truly how you feel to the people around you. Because how can you be? Because everyone's hating on everybody. Everyone's throwing mud at everybody. Everyone's arguing about stuff. that energy is over. And this is why I say I celebrate when I see the death card, because it's a complete change of perspective. It's not just like, oh, something's going to end. It's not like, oh, it's ended now, the argument's over, you know, I'm not going to feel bad about it. It's not just the argument's over. It's like, why was we even arguing in the first place? Why did I ever feel that way? How could I ever possibly feel that way about you? It's like a complete change of perspective with the death card. These energies are passing. I hope they are passed for you now, because there's residual. I can feel the residual, to be fair. So maybe, you know, the last week of May, or this week, you know, it's 22nd today. So maybe the last week of May or this week, we're going to be, you know, you're starting to really feel and understand the impact that all this conflict, all these other people, you know, all this rubbish, all these messages, all this back and forth, you're starting to realise the impact it's had on you. And it hasn't been good, because you've not been eating, or you've not been sleeping, or you've not been taking care of yourself, you've not been looking after yourself, you've not been being kind to yourself, you've been saying horrible things to yourself. And I promise you now that as soon as you acknowledge this, as soon as you acknowledge how all this conflict, as soon as you acknowledge how all this conflict has actually caused you to feel bad about yourself, all these other people getting involved, if you realise that all this has actually had, you're starting to talk negatively to yourself. You're starting to not treat yourself well. As soon as you realise that, then this comes, the transformation comes, the complete transformation, the complete new beginning. And that's what we want. Let's have a look, let's just clarify. I mean, it's beautiful that we end with, that at the end we've got this card, the Empress card. You know, this card's all about being illuminated, you know, having clarity, having foresight, being nurturing and compassionate. You know, and to be honest, behind one of you, that energy's always been there. You know, it could be that, I don't know, whatever the scenario, so you've fallen out with somebody, you've fallen out with a family member, a mother, or a sister, for example, or you've, you know, fallen out with, or you've been in conflict with, you know, your wife or your girlfriend, or someone that you've just started dating who might have just fallen pregnant, for example. And for some reason you really thought that this person was a bad person, and everyone was telling you that they're a waste of space, or that they're a user, or they just wanted you for your money, or they just wanted you for whatever, for your status or whatever. That person's not like that. That person has always been nurturing, kind, wise, loving, compassionate, honest. This person's always had integrity, and they might be younger than you. And it could be, Leo, that it's vice versa, so you're the person, you know, all their side has been shouting at you, Leo, and you know you've always been a good person, and etc, etc. It could be the other way around. So it's been really difficult for some of you, actually, and actually I feel sorry for you, because I know what this energy feels like. It's really not a nice combination of energy, the Five of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords, because what it shows is it's not just your battle that's going on internally, it's shit's not clear at work, it's stuff's not clear at home, it's everything's getting involved, everything's getting messed up, and everything feels like it's crumbling around you, and you're the one who's having to bear the brunt of it all. And that's what you need to realise, that you have been bearing the brunt of it all, and that will lead to this energy, which is the Death card. All this is going to be over, and it's going to be transformed into something that's really, really positive, into some clarity. Let's just clarify each of these cards then. We're going to look at the Knight of Cups, then the Page of Cups, and then the Empress, okay? So let's just clarify each of those cards. Okay. No, not ready yet. Sorry. Let's just clarify these cards, okay? So we've got the Knight of Cups, and I'll just clarify that's for that, sorry, Page of Cups, and we'll just do it that way so I'm not distracted. Oh, one more wants to come out, there we go. Okay, so, oh, sorry, another one. Okay, so You know, we've got the Devil card here. So again, so this could be actually Leo representative. It could be representative of a Capricorn because it is Capricorn's energy. But it doesn't have to. Do you know what? I've actually just done a reading for Aries actually, and I don't know if some of you have been dating in Aries, because we've had some of these cards have popped out in the spread as well. So if you've had you'll know, I don't know, if you've had conflict with an Aries as well as a Capricorn. Just have a look at Aries video actually. Anyway, so the Devil energy, you know, is a toxic energy. You know, it's something that you've been maybe involved in a toxic relationship, and again, this conflict is toxic, isn't it? I think it's something that you have not enjoyed, obviously, experiencing. Devil card can talk about addictions. Devil card can talk about negative self-talk, feeling bad about yourself. It can talk about overworking. It can talk about overeating. You know, I think for you, it's been in your, you know, your mind. That's what it's been. That's where the Devil energy has been. You know, you've really had some very, you know, not good thoughts about yourself and about other people. You lost a lot of faith in your judgment. You lost a lot of faith in other people, in yourself, and you really just didn't like, you know, you don't like yourself very much at the moment, Leo, or that's something you have been experiencing and you're moving out of that energy. I mean, we've got the Knight of Cups. The Devil energy clarifies the Knight of Cups, so it could be that you're leaving this Devil energy behind you, or it could be that you're not, you know, you're refusing to leave something behind. You know, I hope that you're moving away from this, because it's something that's not serving you, and it's very evident because we have got the Death card here. It's something that you need to be transformed from. You know, this negativity. It's not been pleasant. You know, some of you will have struggled to sleep at night. Some of you will have struggled with dark, you know, feeling depressed. You know, thinking really negatively about yourself. You know, really putting yourself down. And really not being able to see a way out of a situation that you're in. You know, really not being able to see a way out of it. And it could be related to, I said this, it could be a baby mother or whatever, you know, someone you've been in conflict with, and you clearly have been in conflict. And this is something that has really held you back and has really made you feel awful about yourself. You know, I'm hoping you're moving out of this energy. Let's have a look at the, we're clarifying the Page of Cups. To clarify that, we've got the Seven of Cups. You know, this is like fog. You know, it's like it's not even not knowing what to do. It's like not even being able to sit down and have a clear thought of these are my options. It's like everything's just jumbled up in your head. And it could be in this other person's head. It could be in this other person's mind. You've been in conflict with somebody. Maybe it's the person you've been in conflict with. And this person's been really confused by this and really unsure of and this could be you, remember, vice versa. You know, this person's been really unsure of anything. Never mind what to think, just to be able to sit down and think in a straight line. You know, the mind has been so clouded and confused by this situation. Do you know what I feel? That this person, Page of Cups, whether this represents you and you will know, or whether this represents a person you've been in conflict with, you know, a partner, wife, whatever, this person's innocent in this. This person has been upset. I mean, I could cry. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating. Because what this person's been feeling, and it has been similar to what you've been feeling, or what both of you have been feeling, whoever, as I said, vice versa, you apply it. You know, this person's innocent in all this. And how do they get you to understand that? How do they get all these other people around you who were saying all this stuff, and all the other people around them who were saying stuff, how do they get you guys to realise it? They can't even think that. Because it's a shock. Whatever it is, it's a shock. I don't know. It's not been pleasant for anybody involved. Not for you, not for them, or vice versa, and not for the people around you either. And some people have been actually thriving off this energy though. Some people have been enjoying, and it sounds mean, but they've been enjoying the discord and enjoying, not you've not been enjoying it, and the person you've been in conflict with has not been enjoying it. But there's been people around who've been sticking the oar in, almost wanting. It sounds mean, but it's that's what's there. That's what's coming through. They've actually wanted. They've been glad to see this conflict. Let's look at the Empress now, the World card. You know, whoever this Empress is, this, you know, whether it's you, whether it's the other person you've been in conflict with, they're a good person. And they're willing, what comes after death is a new world. That's exactly what comes after death. For me, for my experiences, when I meditate, when I've been through this energy, it is the World card that comes next. It's a new beginning, a brand new planet that you're on. One that you don't know the lay of the land, but it's brand new, and it's something that with the Emperor's card is abundant, and it's something that has got growth, and is something that you can really build and grow on and grow in. Okay, so let's just look at these last two cards which came out. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, do you know, I'm so happy that these two were the last cards that came out. We've got Justice and the Star card. So Justice shows very clearly that someone has been treated unfairly. Someone's been treated unfairly, whether that's you, Leo, or whether that's the person that you've been in conflict with or disagreement with. One of you's been treated extremely unfairly, and that person is due an apology, and things are due to change for that person, okay? And whether that's you or them. We see, though, there's a balance in this energy. So the two of you, you've had all these other people around you, but the two of you, you know what the situation's been. The two of you are going to realising it's not been pleasant for either of you, and the two of you are coming back together, which is really good. You balance each other out. One of you's obviously younger, or could be younger because we've got the page, but again it could be children because we've got children are represented by pages as well. So there could have been conflict within the family, and obviously, as I said, Empress represents mother as well. So there's going to be an apology being given. Justice is going to be done. I don't know if you can see. I hope you can see these okay. You know, justice is going to be done. An apology will be given, and a new start can happen. And finally, to just cap that off, to finish that off, we've got here beautifully the Star card. Okay, so the struggle is over. The Star card's all about healing, and the Star is also about our true past being revealed to us. You know, destined, fated events. But you know, with the Star card and healing, it's about healing on a a soul level, you know, a higher level, not just, you know, healing spiritually, healing emotionally, you know, from this conflict. And you know, if it is, you know, your partner that you've been in conflict with, or a potential partner or a new partner that you've been in conflict with, know that one of you is completely innocent, and some of you, one of you, Leo, has had a lot of really negative energy around you. People have been feeding, as I said, this could be you or the other person, but some people around have been feeding you know, this devil energy, have been feeding this Eight of Swords for you, and it's really left you not being able to make a decision, not being clear about what you want, because you've had all these other outside influences affecting your clarity. You know, what's to come for you though between the 22nd and the 22nd of May and the 10th of June is, you know, a coming together, a meeting of minds, a transformation from this negative energy, from this confusion, to something that's really good and solid. You know, we do have the Empress, the World, Justice, the Star. We've got a lot of major arcana energies. So for some of you, this is something that could have been going on for a long time, 7 years. Don't know why 7 just came into my head. Or it could be something that's been going on this year with a new person. It's time for a huge change. You know, that's what the major arcanas, or the high instances of major arcana energy, tells us. It tells us that it's time for a huge change, that you need to make that change. You are moving, at least, regardless of who you are here, you are moving towards healing, you are moving towards transformation, and you are moving out of this toxic, confusing, conflicted, negative energy, okay, to a new start. And it's one that you should trust, because if we have the Star and the World and Justice and the Empress on our sides, this is the new start, the apology, the offering apology or accepting an apology, and the letting things go and moving forward in a new direction. That's the way that you need to go, and that's the way that's best for you and for this other person that you've been in conflict with. Okay, so I really hope that you enjoyed that, Leo. It's awful when we have negative energies around us and negative influences around us, but know that you can move away from that and you can move towards something so much more positive and healing. Okay, I really hope you've enjoyed that, Leo. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to check out your love readings for June, which will be uploaded this week. Okay, have a fabulous May, June. I will see you all soon. Bye.